All right, couldn't charge my phone the other day, and this turned out to be the culprit. I tested the cable, you know, the phone cable that goes from here to the phone in another USB port, and it worked fine, but it didn't work in this in either one. So I pulled this out. I thought maybe it's my Jeep. Let's test the Jeep. Okay, we got the ignition turned on one click for accessory, and we're gonna put the positive right down the middle to the end there. We'll take the negative and put it right here. So it's reading 12.5 volts. So that means the battery's getting juice to this port. So, yep, that little adapter's bad. Okay, here's how it comes. That's not a fixed piece. It at least keeps tension on to the positive pole, so that's good. And the output is 5 volts, 2.4 amps each. Okay, so here's the new adapter. Of course, the readout is in between both of these, so that makes it a little bit of a pain when you go to plug it in. You know, you can't read the number. You gotta like lean over, and I can't lean over far enough to see exactly what it says. So I'm just rotating it like 45 degrees or so, and now I can read it. And it says 12.4 volts. Let's see if it's accurate. Let's check the battery outside. Okay, so my guess is each meter is gonna read a little bit different, kind of like tire gauges. None of them are gonna be exactly the same, but that's saying 12.5 as well. Cool. 12.5. Okay, you know, so not a bad investment, especially in this JK that does not come with an amp meter. You know, old vehicles, if you're an old guy like I am, you know, you had an amp meter, you had oil pressure, you had all these gauges, and now they're just a warning light to come on if your battery's starting to get low. So it is kind of nice to be able to look at that and say, yep, that's enough volts. And especially if you're using a lot of accessories like I am, you know, with this aux beam, of course, it shuts off when you key off, and which is nice. The whole thing will shut down. So, and of course that turns off as well because that's accessory. And but you know, I've got all these other things. The winches that connected directly to the battery, and the compressors connected directly to the battery. So there's all these things, and if something's starting to cause a draw, it would be nice to be able to see that that number is dropping there. And another great thing about this is you can kind of monitor your alternator as well. So if your alternator ever quits charging and you're watching this gauge, it'll kind of give you an idea that it's not charging as well, or it stopped charging. So that's battery voltage at, you know, engine off. We're going to start it now. Okay, so that's with the alternator charging at idle, and so you know your alternator's charging your battery. And so we'll shut it off. And now it'll drop down to kind of resting battery voltage. I'm glad I picked this up. You know, it gives me a little bit more information than just a plain old plug that doesn't do anything else except charge your accessories. So this is nice. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.